Not really, because well, beyond the fact I don't. Even if they brought it in, I don't think they'd ever really officially make that change. Because you have to remember that the part of the reason that NXT is as profitable a brand it is, and it is a very profitable brand. Do not let anyone tell you it's not. Is because the amount they have to pay the guys is so much less. A friend of mine who was in the video game was still in NXT. I guess the NXT guys, because of the number of people in the roster this year, got paid, I think, $3,000 and no residuals for the video game. And their choices were basically accept the $3,000, get no residuals, or don't be in the video game. So, like myself, I was on the main roster at the time of 2K, or I was in developmental 2K16 and main roster 2K17. 2K17, I got paid a very nice sum for, and I even just recently got another residual check for it for the second quarter. Whereas, and to put it bluntly, it was significantly more than $3,000. But that's why they're able to sort of profit with NXT, is because they can always, I hate to say it this way, screw those guys on money. You know, they do the outside shows, they don't get paid any extra for them, regardless of what the house is. So, even though NXT might run, say, I think the UK tour, the first UK tour, did $3 million in 10 days, I think, between all the shows. And that at that point, that had, I think, eclipsed the cost of 1 year of running NXT as a brand. Those 10 days had made more money than the cost of NXT for a year. But I think the reward the guys on the tour got, I still have mine just because I thought it was funny to keep. So several guys didn't want to keep theirs because they were mad. Was a plaque commemorating, you know, the successful tour. And you could see a couple people fuming like, oh, successful tour, where the fuck's our extra money? Because there's that feeling of, I just made you $3 million. You're not even going to kick me an extra couple hundred. You're not going to give me, you know, even a compulsory, like, here's an extra $1,000. Here you go. Which, between even 30 people if there are 30 people on the tour, $30,000 out of $3 million, that's nothing. But it was, you know, you're in developmental, we don't have to pay you for that extra stuff. So, you know, your choices are don't do it and possibly get fired, or do it and just sort of accept the fact you're not going to get paid extra for it. So I can see that being a big stumbling block in trying to make NXT a full-fledged third brand, is that I think a lot of the guys might sort of revolt against that, is that if we're not getting paid like these guys, why would we want to, you know, take on that workload?